Thank you.
Dr. Sean Kenny.
Thank you, before I speak on the bill, with your permission, Cathaoirleach, as I'm not standing in the general election that's coming up, I'd like to say a few words of farewell to the House. I'd like to thank the Cancórla and the last Cancórla and all the members of this House of all parties for the courtesy that they have extended to me during the debates in this House. I want to thank the electorate of Dublin North East constituency who elected me to this House and for whom I had the honour of serving in this stall. They previously elected me to the 27th Dáil between 1992 and 1997, and I had a kind of a break in between, and I was glad of the opportunity to be able to come back here again. I believe that I have represented my constituents during both of those terms to the best of my ability, and I'd like to thank my Labour Party colleagues both inside and outside this House for their support and for their friendship. I believe that the Labour Party in this stall has made a valuable contribution to restoring the economy and to ensuring that people are now back at work. I think the improving economy now, I think, is bearing fruit, and that I think we need to thank the Irish electorate for their forbearance in the measures that had to be taken to restore the economy, and I look forward to restoring those measures that had to be taken, that we can now go back to restoring that again. And I accept that it was painful for many people during that period of time. And I would also like to thank my own staff and my own office, my parliamentary assistant Tom Cosgrave and my secretarial assistant Kosh Nicoli for the work that they have done, and to wish them every success as well. Just turning to the bill before us, the purpose of this legislation is to require medical practitioners engaged in practice to provide evidence that they hold an adequate level of medical indemnity insurance. The reason for this is that there is currently no legal obligation on a medical practitioner to have adequate medical indemnity insurance cover. I have to say that I find it hard to believe that this is still the case, and I think the question needs to be asked of how it has been overlooked for so long. I am pleased that the matter has now been finally dealt with, and as some patients may be unable to seek redress in the event of negligent care from a medical practitioner, and we have already alluded to that in this debate earlier. Medical negligence is thankfully not commonplace, but it does happen, and there is an obligation on us as legislators to ensure that people are protected. Under the legislation, a minimum level of indemnity will be set for various classes of medical practitioners by the Medical Council, which will consult with the State Claims Agency and other relevant parties in order to set these minimum standards, minimum levels. A medical practitioner will only require indemnity if he or she falls within a class of medical practitioners specified as requiring that indemnity. The bill should not require medical practitioners to pay more than what would be the normal adequate indemnity cover for their medical practice. If a medical practitioner is not engaged in medical practice and poses no possible risk to others relating to that practice, there is no legal obligation on them to have medical indemnity cover. An example of this would be a medical practitioner who is working full-time as an academic. There are no additional costs to the Exchequer resulting from this bill, although there will be costs incurred by the Medical Council of Ireland, which must implement the requirements under the legislation. This is because the Medical Council is the regulator. Estimated additional costs to the Council are in the region of 200,000, and I understand this will be spent to a large degree on updates to their IT system, which will be needed as a result of this legislation. I commend the legislation of this House. It is well overdue that such medical indemnity is in place. I am pleased that patients will be protected in the event of medical negligence occurring in the future. Thank you, Cathaoirleach.
And of course, we wish you the best.